Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelbyville Golden Eagles football show. We're glad you guys could join us today on a day that I'm sure that Coach Jason Hardy here is a pretty happy guy as the Shelbyville Golden Eagle Express rolled on one more night. Coach.
Yeah, we had a good night. First home playoff game in 17 years and first playoff win in the last 7 or 8 years. So good atmosphere, nice weather for a playoff football game, and anytime you can come away with a win, of course, you're very happy.
It started off probably not the way you would have liked it to. It kind of turned out in the end the way the last 6 or 7 games have turned out as far as score-wise, but you might have had a little concern there to begin with.
Yeah, I didn't think we played terribly well, maybe a little nervous. I'm not sure, fumble early and get in some adversity early, have our leading tackler, not even get to play a snap on defense, so we didn't start the way we wanted to, had some penalties, and we'll go and try to fix that stuff, but we did settle down, and the way this team's played all year, no matter if it was good or bad, our kids rally around and make plays and find a way to get it done.
You mentioned your leading tackler went out on the first play of the game, and I guess that's something that a lot of us maybe did not know. How is he doing, and do you expect him back this week?
Yeah, Michael Imes, he's our leading tackler. He kind of twerked his knee a little bit, tweaked his knee, and he don't think it's real serious. We hope not, but definitely couldn't come back in the game last night, and he's a big part of our success this year and one of our leaders on the defensive side of football, and great special teams guy. So we're hoping to get him back, and to the credit of our kids last night, they had some people step in, fill his shoes, and did a good job on the defense side. But we definitely hope he's ready to go next week.
Of course, you played Tullahoma earlier in this season in a very close game. They won, I think, 36-33. Last night was a totally different story. Did you see a different Tullahoma team last night than you might have seen earlier?
Yeah, I seen a lot of things. Number one, I thought Coach Alvin himself done a great job. I thought defensively that they really got on to us and put us in some tough situations and kind of tweaked what they had done earlier in the year. Had a good game plan. The biggest difference, obviously, was offensively. They looked a little bit limited in the passing game with some injuries out, and of course the tailback who's been injured, but gave us a little different look, and but they were a little bit more one-dimensional, I'm sure, than they'd like to be. But they did a good job, had a good season, and they gave us a really, really hard-fought battle there, especially early in the first half.
I got to say this, Coach, come into the studio today. The rest of us over here looking at those brackets. We like them, but he's the head coach, and Coach Hardy's taking it 1 week at a time.
Definitely taking it 1 week at a time. Yeah, don't ever want to look ahead. And we got Gallatin coming up this week, and I know that's one of the better programs in the mid-state. Always has been, and they're going to have a good football team, and you got to take it 1 week at a time, and that's kind of been our motto for the last 5 or 6 weeks, and it's going to keep being the motto.
Okay. All right, well, let's move into first quarter action, and we'll let the coach talk about it.
We missed the first play there, but Dallas Castman bats down a pass on the first play of the game. We missed a fumble there opening the series. So Tullahoma here's got the ball, and first couple of plays, and we get them from 3rd and long. And come out, Tullahoma come out throwing. We kind of thought they'd come out running the football, and they come out putting the ball in the air, and good job there by the defense to hold them out after that fumble. So a lot of people have been kicking away from Tyler, our return man. So we get the ball on the 20-yard line here, and really just a great job by their front four at Tullahoma was just they played a great game. I mean, they were really aggressive and come out, and we talked about going to this game. We didn't want to have negative plays and kind of start off the game with a negative play, so not very good. But Dallas Castman here kind of gets us out of the hole with about a 10-yard run there, and Dallas had a really good night for us last night. And he's not the flashiest of our skill guys, but he's a bruiser, and he gets those hard yards. Big 3rd down pass there by Mason Cunningham to Tyler Eddings. So come out and get a big first down there to start the drive off. I thought that was huge for us because we obviously didn't want to punt down there inside our own 20-yard line. Again, there's Dallas Castleman on the carry, and 5 or 6 yards, and getting us in 3rd and shorts.
How big is Castleman, Coach?
He's about 220, 225. Good, strong kid. Like I said, plays defensive line for us on the other side of the ball, and a hard worker in the weight room, and really hard-nosed runner. And then come back here, and this is one of the reasons we've been successful the last few weeks. Just talk about Dallas having those hard yards, and then Michael Eddings, a sophomore, come in. He got a little more speed, and he rips off a big run right there. And very proud of Michael, too. Michael, he's the one on the opening kickoff. We didn't see it here, but he had the fumble. And for a sophomore to start a playoff game with a fumble and then come back and run it hard, that was credit to him. And good job, Mason, on the option keeper. And big drive. You always want to get points on the board, especially after starting with a fumble. And here we get a mistake right here on the kicking game, and just allow too much penetration. So last time we played Tullahoma, it was a missed extra point. It was the difference of the game, and that wasn't a very good start for us right there. Good coverage on the kickoff team right there. There's Malik Trollinger, a guy we moved to defensive end, played linebacker against Tullahoma the first game, and gets the sack right there. So defense doing a good job. Malik again right there, who's had a real good last 2 or 3 weeks. 3rd and long, kind of forcing them to pass right here, and I know that's not what anybody wants, 3rd and long, and O.J. Davis, another one of our sophomores that starts, gets the pick, and man, he wants to get in the end zone right there.
But, so close, so close.
You hate it for kids to run all the way down there and then don't get the rewards. But good job here by Dallas, and once again, there he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and I know it's just a 1-yard run, but does a good job. The defense playing well right there. I mean, offense, when you only have to go 1 yard, score a touchdown, that makes it a little bit easy. And then here's a mistake. Talking about, I thought we had some nerves, and there's 3 mistakes in the kicking game in the first quarter, and just those things we got to fix.
And I guess it certainly could have been a different mindset. It's been 16, 17 years since you guys have been in this position.
Yeah, and I felt like our kids were a little nervous, but not too bad, but just maybe anxious to play. Here we go. We get a turnover and come back, and like I said, that front four of Tullahoma, and they just got after us all night, and Mason holds onto the ball a little bit too long, fumbles, and luckily we get it back. And I think that's 44 for Tullahoma, and I just Tullahoma had a lot of those white jerseys up around the line of scrimmage, and probably wish we could have made some plays down the field a little bit earlier. They're doing a good job. Here's probably the biggest difference in the game from the first to the last time. We really had a good night punting the football. I mean, put it inside the 15 right there, and last time we had 2 turnovers on punt, so it's a big difference.
That part of your game has really improved throughout the season, has it not?
It has, and probably was our biggest weakness coming into the year. And in the first Tullahoma game, it absolutely killed us. We gave up 14 points on just because we couldn't punt the ball. And great night last night. Here's a little play that Coach Olive has put in this week against us, and really wasn't prepared for that. We had to adjust, but it was a good play, and got them a big first down, and come back to it here a few more times.
Yeah, they ran that play several times last night, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. On 34 there, he did a good job running the football for him. And here, little play action pass, and pretty well covered right there. So we got them 3rd and long again right here, and here they come back with that same play, and just, I think that that's a good game plan right there. But one of the problems was that's right where our linebacker that got hurt would usually play, and young guy not prepared for us. That's a good play call for Tullahoma. And if it's working, keep on doing it.
Yeah, right.
There it is again, and come out here 2 or 3, 4 times on the same drive, and we do a good job later on kind of getting it fixed.
Your backup that's playing linebacker there, has he seen much action this year?
He's played on and off. It's just he's really playing a different spot. Our backup linebackers play both spots, so he had to come in the crunch and did a really good job. It's just sometimes you don't get all those reps throughout the week, and you're thrown into the action right there. It's tough.
Right. All right, we're going to take a moment to acknowledge some of our sponsors. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with second quarter action right after this. Are you hungry for some really good food? Visit the Huddle House in Shelbyville, Tennessee for some of the best food any hour, every hour. From the breakfast items to the evening steaks and seafood, the Huddle House in Shelbyville gives you a complete line of great meals, and you'll always be greeted with a smile and come on in. Visit the Huddle House located at 1209 North Main Street in Shelbyville. For carry-out orders, call them at 931-685-0082.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
In 1983, Kenneth Westner had a dream of owning a car lot with his son Eric, helping clients find that great ride at an affordable price. Today, that dream is reality. Clients get that affordable price with weekly and bi-weekly payments. Taking both debit and credit cards, they have opened the door for you to get that great ride at an affordable price. Stop by 1301 Madison Street in Shelbyville or visit them on the internet at www.westernauto.com. Need directions? Call 931-684-4731. Remember, for that great ride at an affordable price with easy payments, visit Kenneth Westner Automotive and talk to Kenneth or Eric today.
Moving into second quarter action now.
Yeah, 13-0 lead, and I think this right here is a drive we come out and need to get some points on the board and maybe have a few penalties. Good job right there by our offense, staying put, and we knew they were aggressive up front, and that was a big penalty there on third down, I guess. Hard running right there once again. Good surge by the line, and they come in kind of taking the outside away from us, so we had to kind of attack the middle of the field a little bit in the running game. And here's what we just probably should have threw this ball. We had a matchup we wanted, and of course then we get the late hit out of bounds on the quarterback, and you hate to see that anytime, but good rival game, you're going to get some of those hits. And here we are. We fumble again. Good job by Cunningham, no falling on the ball.
You know, your quarterback there, Cunningham, seems to have great presence on the field for a sophomore, knows what he's doing and where the ball is.
He sure does. And here's a good play right here, speaking of him, and just, you know, knowing when to pull the ball, knowing when this is an option play, knowing when to run it or knowing when to throw it. And he's been a tremendous leader for our team, and obviously the success of our offense always starts with the quarterback. So, you know, here's what we don't like to see, though, him taking hits back here. And once again, right there, I told him at halftime, you know, just sometimes just get rid of the ball. If it's not there getting pressures, let's just get rid of it. And he does a lot better job in the second half. We had nothing here, so good job by the defense and forcing us near 3rd and long. And I mean, we just mess up a blocking assignment right there. They blitz and didn't even have a chance. Another good punt, though, here. So a punt's not a bad play. And once again, we put them down there, and they're having to start on the 15-yard line. So 2 punts and both of them inside the 20. That's a great job by the Trail Carpenter and the punt team. And there comes that play. So 34 probably carried the ball more against us than we've seen him all year.
I think you're right.
Good job here on 2nd down. A lot of blue jerseys there around the football. 3rd and short, and that's a good play. So, you know, they get the 1st down. That's the 1st down play is what got us on that drive. Here we come. Good job by our cornerback here coming up and making a play, and that had potential to be a big play, and it was only a 1-yard gain. Here's a really good job right here, and tips one up, and there's our free safety, Zeke Mason, going up and tipping one to himself and catching it. So another big turnover by the defense. And the defense just played lights out so far this first half. Good job by Tyler getting some positive yards. Right there, and now, you know, bragging on Dallas for running hard up the middle, but I believe if he bounces that one to the outside and stays on his track, that might have been a real big gainer. But you know, I'm not gonna argue on him when he's running hard north and south. That's what I really like to see. Good job by Tyler. Just a little pitch and catch, and that's really a run, even though we're throwing it. But he's catching it, getting upfield. You can see Tullahoma really bringing the pressure. They got a lot of white jerseys up there. Another little option. Mason does a great job keeping it and getting in the end zone. So
the more I see of him, and just a sophomore, I mean, he's really played well.
He has, and just, you know, little things like that right there. And people think quarterback, they think about throwing all the time, but just making great decisions and being a leader. And he runs the ball well too. Good kick, and it's tough to outrun number 6 for us. He's got some speed, and we like people trying to run, you know, east and west, and that's one of the advantages we have on our kickoff team is we've got some speed out there. So 20-0 right now, and our defense here's been playing well. There's 52, Tony Patterson, making a play, and he really stepped up his game last night, having to do a few more things since Michael got hurt. Oh, OJ about had a second one right there.
Exactly.
So great. Once again, I mean, offense, we kind of had some negative plays and had to punt a few times, but defensively, just really stepped it up and played well in the first half. And good punt there, but Tullahoma, I really probably don't like to see those guys even close to the ball right there. Here we
some
go.
Bad things could happen in this.
Oh yeah, there's no reason to be around if we're not going to field it. Here's a little drive right here before the half, and this is the drive that I think we'll go back and look at, having some mistakes on it and some penalties. Having to call a timeout right here. And 2nd and 8. I think we're going to run the screen right here, and I mean we've got, we missed a block out there, and then come back and block him in the back here, and great run, and come back here and get a penalty,
Boy, you just hate to see that happen when it results in a positive yards like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 25, 30-yard pass play, and next thing you know, it comes back as a negative play. Here we go, changing the count up a little bit and almost get them jumping, but just didn't feel like we had a good flow right here, and that's what happens when you have penalties and negative plays and you're a no-huddle offense. It hurts, and here they're going to call a penalty on us too. They say it was going upfield. I don't know if he was going upfield or not, but I know the guy on our sideline didn't call it. It was the guy on Tullahoma's sideline. That's a long way to see it from that referee's perspective over there.
Yeah.
That might have been a good job of Coach Olive getting in his ear. Anyway, good run by Dallas right there. We had 1st and long, and he gets us back to 2nd medium. Come back with the screen, and it's set up, and we just got to catch the football right there. Third down here. Once again, we get the 1st down right here. They're going to call holding. Once again, that's that same guy over there. He had a good night throwing the flag on the other side. I think every penalty on it, he was throwing it, and we probably did hold right there. I'm not sure, but you can see 54. That's who the call on. He probably got him by the jersey there. That's a good call.
There were a lot of flags last night and a lot of conferences, and the game kind of seemed like it went on for a long time.
Yeah, and anytime you get in the playoffs, it's a new crew from out of town, and they're working. They're working an area they don't know, so they had a few mix-ups. But as always, a good job of officiating. 3rd down play right here, and we're just getting some positive yards. And here's kind of put us into that's the same. I believe it's the same play here again, but it's a little option play here, and Mason keeps it, and we don't get the 1st. Tullahoma calls a timeout with 0.7 seconds, so we was going to take a shot, and it wasn't there, and he just checks down. We go into the half with the 20-0 lead, and good catch by Dallas. I don't know, he probably should have just got down, but 20-0 lead at halftime. I mean, didn't play all that well, but pretty happy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you feel pretty good, especially when you scored that last touchdown to make it 20-0.
Did, and the biggest thing at halftime we talked about were the mistakes. A couple of kicking game mistakes, putting the ball on the ground, kicking it out of bounds, getting a blocked extra point. Offensively, 3 penalties. Out of the 3 penalties, going into halftime, 2 of them were really touchy, but still penalties, and we can't do that. And we really want to talk at halftime about coming out and playing better, because we were up 20-14, I think, the first time we played Tullahoma, and Tullahoma just whipped our tail in the 3rd quarter. And we're talking about it's going to be the same type of deal in the second half here, so had to get ready for the 3rd quarter.
When there was 0.7 seconds left in the half here, all the radio announcers and everybody was second guessing the coach because they thought he was going to punt. Did you ever consider punting, or was you always going to go just run the clock out?
Well, with 0.7 seconds, I mean, I felt more comfortable slinging one deep than I did putting our punt team out there, and we were going to give it a chance for our athletes to make a play,
right, or
we were going to be safe and going in. Even if he fumbles the ball, that'll get the half's over with. So we're in a pretty good situation there with just 0.7 seconds.
I made myself a note last night about that, because I was going to ask you about that, because I know as media people, we all know all about coaching football. So I was just going to ask you about that.
Unique situation with 0.7, and if it had been any more than that, we would have done something different. But well, you know, when you got good athletes, sometimes you get the ball in their hand 5 yards and they turn it into 60 yards and make you look like a genius. So we were fine with that play.
Yeah, cool. All right. We're going to go take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
With over 30 years experience servicing the Tullahoma area, Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler has become a household name in Middle Tennessee. As a family-owned business, Mike and his wife Lisa, along with their sons Jamie, Justin, and Jody, have assembled a crew that delivers quality service to go with quality products. As the only authorized Michelin and Goodyear dealer in Tullahoma, they have become the tire store of choice, being named the Tire and Brake Store of the Year multiple times. They also rent Penske trucks and are an interstate battery dealer. So if you need tires, brakes, mufflers, a battery, or maybe rent a truck, go to the place you can trust. Call Mike's Tire, Brake, and Muffler at 931-455-5150, located at 732 North Jackson in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
J. Jordan Boutique, located at 104 Public Square in Shelbyville, has become the ladies' choice for shopping. With name brands like Miss Me jeans, tops, purses, and belts, Big Star jeans, Ya Los Angeles, Blue Pepper, Umke Junior and plus sizes. Not to mention all the other brand fashions in Junior Missy and plus size ladies. Stop by and discover why J. Jordan is the #1 ladies' apparel shop in the area. Open Monday through Saturday from 9:30 till 5:30. Also visit the newly opened J. Jordan shop located in the side of Southern Charm across from the Bell Buckle Cafe. You'll be glad you did.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
31W. We're more than just an insulation company. We're also a garage door company, and a shelving company, and a mirror company, and a fireplace company. In fact, if it has to do with the look of your home, 31W's probably that too. Give us a call. Let us give you a free in-home estimate, and we'll show you how easily 31W can change the look of your garage, your bathroom, well, you get the idea. We've been family-owned since 1972, so call 31W today.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
All right, 20-0 lead for the Golden Eagles as we start the second half. You're kicking off, I think, here at Tullahoma.
Yeah, and we get an offsides penalty. No, good aggressive, hard running by our kickoff team, but just in front of the kicker. So we're having to kick off again from the 35, and this allows them to get a little better field position. But great open field tackle there by 13, Tyler Bailey. Come back with the same play, and after this play right here, I think we do a better job. We talk about it at halftime, and Tullahoma does a good job coming out here this first drive right here, and quarterback scrambles and getting positive yards. But, you know, all that kind of starts with the kickoff. When you give them the ball around the 40-yard line, it's a lot easier. But we come out here, and I don't know what all happened right there if we missed something, but they get down inside here, and that's a great hit right there by Tony Patterson, 52. I mean, that's the way you want to tackle right there. Here we go, come back with the same play. We've got people there to stop it, but the backside is not there. So we're doing a better job stopping it on the play side, but the backside just not there. And here we go. We finally get it solved out. There's third down. We finally make that play happen. So Here we go. This is a big play here, I thought, for Tullahoma. This is 4th down and 8, and you know, we've got guys here, and they're going to come and they're going to fake the same play they've been running, and Five's going to keep it. And you know, we got a linebacker there, and he's just not getting off the block, and the safety there unblocked, and it's just a little bit too late. So, big 4th down conversion right there, and missed tackle in the backfield. And they're doing a good job running the football down our throat here a little bit. And we need to get regrouped and reorganized after this drive, and we do make a change after this series right here. They go down here and score. We defensively we change it up just a little bit, and it proves to be a great change in the middle of the game.
Because that makes it 20-7 at this point, and it certainly could be become a game here.
Definitely, and it was a game after this point. You know, it's a lot of the same type of feeling we had the first game, and 21-7, I think, was what it was then, and they come out and scored first. But the difference this time is our offense comes out and kind of makes a statement here, goes down and gets some points on the board, and come here another little option play. They do a good job, and it's a great job here by number 9, Marcus Bryson. I mean, that play should have been a no-gainer, and he gained some yards. And all the momentum right now is kind of in Tullahoma's favor, and this right here is probably the biggest play of trying to get this first down here. It's probably the biggest play of the game. Great job by scrambling by Mason, and just an excellent job by Tyler making a catch on his back, and that's a huge play.
That is a great catch as he's going to the ground there.
You know, we have to punt the ball right there, and they're getting the ball back. They've got a lot of momentum. That right there takes a lot of wind out of your sails, and Coach Olive is still bringing the house right there, and you can see all the white jerseys in the screen there. We're thinking we got to get something where we can take a shot. We just can't get enough time. Throw it quick right here, and they called a procedure penalty on us again here, and I just, you know, I keep on looking at it, but it didn't look like one to me. But you don't win those. You just have to go with it. But anyways, another penalty we don't like. Kind of sprint Mason out. Good job right there throwing to Bryson, and you know, getting us in 4th and manageable. It's 4th down play, and they jump off sides, so gives us a 4th and 1, and we're going to hand it to our workhorse back there. And you know, we was talking on the sidelines here kind of what to do, and we just said we're going to give it 24 right up the gut. And great job by the offensive line. You don't get touched for 4 or 5 yards and then gets 2 or 3 after. Go again, and just, you know, banging off people, falling forward, getting inside the 10. And just getting in the end zone. Great job. Great answer right there. When they come out and score first, we come back with a long drive, overcome a couple penalties, and big, huge drive right there.
Gives you the lead 27-7. It's got to be a great luxury, though, that when you've got three different kinds of running backs. I mean, the 24 there, Castleman, I think, could run up the middle. And
oh yeah, it's tough to prepare for. I mean, you know, we got a good balance, and they've done a good job all year of playing together. Here we go. I thought we have a safety right here, and they call it legal touching, and I guess it helps them out. But a penalty. Good job by the defense. You see we've changed up here our front. We've got a 5-man front. We went with the extra defensive lineman instead of the linebacker where we was missing there. So good change up by the defensive staff, and great job coming out here. Keeping them in a hole, and there's a secondary coming up and making a play. And forcing them to punt out of their own end zone is always huge.
And that happened several times last night, I think.
Definitely. And here's what we like to see: 6 with the ball in his hand. This is why people don't kick to him. He's a weapon. You know, Mike could have stayed outside right there, but great job in bringing one back inside the 20-yard line. So good job on the punt return.
I believe I heard Coach Olive say earlier this morning that they didn't mean to kick to him.
Yeah, he's not gotten many this year. He was a special teams player of the year last year in our district, and he hadn't been kicked to very often. And when he does, he usually makes good things happen. Another negative play there, and just too many negative plays. Here we go. Just take a good shot here to the trail, who usually wins these battles, and he catches the ball and just can't hang on to it all the way through it. I don't know. He told us on the sideline he'd like to have that one back because he had it in his hands, just couldn't hold it. But sophomore kicker comes in and nails a 2-yard field goal. So that was big.
That's going to make you feel good for the future.
Oh yeah. And Micah's done a great job. He kicked 2 last week against Lawrence County, and you never know when that might be one that wins the game. And here we are stripping the ball. Our kickoff cover team did a great job all night and caused another turnover. And that's what you like to see. When you get the lead, things are going right, you want your kids to keep on playing hard, and they did, and they took advantage of the opportunities. Like we threw off our back foot right there. Just not blocking the defensive end on sweeps, not very smart. So I don't know what happened, but.
And the third quarter ends. You're up 30-7, and it's pretty comfortable at this point, I think.
Yeah, we're playing pretty well. Just I feel like we got to finish it off. With the turnovers, you never know what can happen. It's do or die for us and Tullahoma, so we knew they wasn't going to quit, and we wanted to come out here and finish strong in the fourth quarter.
Okay. All right, and we'll bring you that fourth quarter action in just a moment after these messages.
Have you heard that little voice that beckons you to come home to Tennessee? Well, here's your chance. Here's a property offered by its owner. It's 20 miles from the National Walking Horse Celebration grounds in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and only 10 minutes away from the Jack Daniel Distillery in Lynchburg. It's located at 769 Shipman Creek Road. This property has over a 5,300 square foot home on 45 acres, and a sprawling 200 acres is also available. Let's take a look at the house. Built in 1998, this home has 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This home offers wide open views, featuring the main floor with over 2,700 square feet of living room, an eat-in kitchen, a formal dining area, and a massive 20 by 19 master bedroom with a master bath and fireplace included. There is craftsmanship at every turn, solid cherry cabinets, built-in cherry shelves, and other solid cherry appointments. It's a 2-story home with 3 nicely sized bedrooms upstairs. Down a spiral staircase, the basement hosts a 40 by 40 den with a handcrafted bar. We're leaving the jukebox here, folks. The basement is a recreation room on steroids. There are too many closets to count and more than you'll ever need. There are so many places in this home to find peace that you'll seldom want to leave it. But when you do, you'll discover up to 200 acres of paved roads with city water. The property is quilted with streams, woods, ponds, and open pasture. The view from the porch alone is enough to say you're home. The property includes a 3-bay heavy construction shop and plenty of room to build stables and graze livestock. If Tennessee's been calling you home, start your journey by calling this number. A property like this comes on the market but once in a lifetime. We think you'll love it. We think you'll stay. This is a very real estate.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Watch it religiously, so that's good.
Ooh. Starting the fourth quarter now with a 30-7 lead.
And here's the trail. We talked about the difference in the punting game, and this is a great punt right here, and a great job of us going down the field and on the 1 yard line, and big difference in the two games of the punt. That's just an awesome job. Back to our 5-man front here, and do a good job. You got somebody backed up in the end zone. You don't want to get them out, and here they come back to that same play they ran the whole game, and the last 2 times they ran it, we did a great job stopping it. So, good job by the defense adjusting. I think here's the 3rd down play. They're going to quick kick it.
You don't see a lot of that anymore, do you?
No, you don't. We've seen it twice this year. The first game against Tullahoma, they did the same thing, I think. Don't give a chance to set up your block and just trying to get that ball out of there. But great field position for us. Oh, good hard-nosed run. I mean, Dallas he's running hard. He's running the ball really hard.
And right now, I'm sure you want to run some clock.
Oh, yeah, that's what we want to do. You can see we're not doing anything fancy right there. That's 2 runs by Dallas, and he breaks tackles and gets in the end zone. So, something so positive, and then we come out with a penalty on the kick. So, like I said, still had a lot of mistakes, even though we're up 37-7. And so, you don't want to see those. And they had a mistake. They had a personal foul, and we decided to kick one through the end zone. We don't get to kick them through the end zone very often.
That last touchdown is probably pretty much the ball game, huh?
Well, it was a big play. It really took the air out of them, and you're going to see here that 5 there playing really hard, but that's a tough deficit to overcome. Bounce outside, and we've got a lot of blue jerseys still getting to the football. Third down play, and come up with another big sack right there, and that's Dallas Castman. And
on defense,
hard as he runs, he goes that hard on the defensive line as well. And he's had a tremendous year, and great job pursuit there. And there's Malik Trollinger, number 10. I think that's at least 4 or 5 sacks or tackles for loss. And anytime you get on 4th and long, Dallas misses the tackle there, 33. You got to make that play, but 4th and long, they don't get it, and we get the ball here. And here's the time we really just want to kind of eat up some clock. And once again, so come back to that same play, just run it right up the pipe. And great job by our offensive line. I mean, he don't get touched for 15, 20 yards. And big Dayton Taylor in there, 65, and Trey Kelso starting center as a sophomore. And Chris Duggan and Will Salisbury, Tony Patterson, they're doing a great job. And just probably too easy right there. Those last 2 touchdowns, just right up the middle. And Jose Picardo, our backup kicker, gets to come in, and we like it when he gets to come in and kick. That's usually a good thing for us. And kind of kicks it to one spot we didn't want to kick it to, and a good return right here. So even in the playoffs, it's good here. We have to take a timeout, try to get some younger guys on the field, and we got a little bit of mixture here. We've got our seconds in, and they're a little confused on that first play. But here they go, coming back, and they're playing hard. You get young guys some playoff experience right here. So
you guys as coaches are still trying to teach at this stage of the game, aren't you?
Definitely. And we'll be watching this film with them, and here will be a good play to show how to get to the football. And 25 rips the ball there. They called him down, but a great job of ripping the ball out. And 75 there, just or 79, manhandling one of our little guys. I don't know who it is. Get the ball back here, get our second offense in, and here's a little option play. I really don't want to throw it right here. That's just what he's coached to do. They give a block in the back on the quarterback. That's the reason this play comes back, which you don't see very often.
The quarterback did the block in the back.
Yeah, well, according to that film right there, it wasn't in the back. But, we really didn't want to throw the ball. It's not really supposed to be a throw. It's an option play. And here he comes back again, so we finally have to tell him after this play, we're not trying to throw the ball. you want him to play like he's coached, and that's what he's supposed to do right there. So I can't fault him. But when you got the lead 44-7, you just want to run and get off the field. But like I said, he's coached to pull that ball, he's coached to throw it, and he's done a good job all year. Sente Muse getting a carry here.
And there's you see your final score, 44-7. Your backup quarterback's seen some action this year, though, has he?
He has, and the last 6 weeks, I know he's played every game and played a lot in some of the other games. And you never know. I talked to him after the game last night, and could just first play of the game we have a starting defense we got to go down. So you never know what happens, and you got to be ready in case of anything.
Right. Okay, and coming up this week, as we talked earlier in the show, you'll be playing Gallatin at home.
Right. Yeah, and Gallatin. First of all, Gallatin football is me growing up. That's one of the premier programs in the Mid-State. We got a lot of local ties as well. I coached at Gallatin. Coach Mark Williams, who's the head coach, played at Shelbyville. We coached together. His dad was the assistant principal when I got the job. So a lot of ties between Gallatin and Shelbyville, and I think it'll be a fun atmosphere at our stadium Friday night, and I hope we have a big crowd.
Do you know much about Gallatin at this stage of the game?
Well, we actually scrimmaged them at the beginning of the year, and they were a run-oriented team, got a big quarterback and a fast tailback, and hard-nosed defense. And I hadn't got a chance to really watch a lot of film on them lately, but I just know earlier in the season it should be a good matchup between both of us. We had a really good scrimmage, a good work day, so I think it'll be a very competitive ball game and come down to some of these big plays that you have to make in the playoffs.
You guys are standing at 8-3 now. I think Gallatin comes in at 7-4, but. As I mentioned this at the start of the show, as you look at these matchups, potential matchups for the rest of the playoffs here, you guys look like you pretty well match up pretty well with anybody you're going to be, any of your possible opponents.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things we put ourselves in a good situation by winning the district. We've been in this situation. We had the exact same record 2 years ago, and we had to go east, and we were in one of those quads where everybody was 9-1 and 10-0, and so winning the district put us in a good spot. And but everybody in that quad, I think anybody on any given night could beat anybody, and that's what playoff football should be about, anyways. And we've got our hands full with Gallatin this week, and I hope we come out and we play well.
It's got to be hugely advantageous to you guys, though, that because you're district champions, you're home for the rest of the through the semifinals.
Oh, it's a huge advantage, and anytime you can play at home, you got to feel comfortable, and we've got that luxury of as long as we're playing, we're going to be playing at home, and that's something that, like you said, winning the district got us that honor, and we need to take advantage of it. And I think we had a good crowd out there Friday night, and hopefully we'll have another big crowd here. I know the weather gets colder, but that's playoff football, and hopefully everybody bring their blankets and come out and support the Golden Eagles.
That's right. Well, the weather's being colder is probably worse for the fans and the announcers because they're sitting still. You guys are
exactly right
up and all that kind of thing. All right, that coming up this Friday night in Shelbyville, Gallatin, and we want to encourage you folks to get out and see the Golden Eagles. They're having a great year, folks, and we want you to be there. Coach, lots of luck, and we'll see you again next Saturday morning.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you too, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.